Hello children, today we are going to discuss chapter combustion and flame. What are combustible substances? Substances which on burning in presence of air will give you heat and light. They are called combustible substances like wood, coal, charcoal, kerosene, petrol, diesel, LPG, CNG. These all are combustible substances. These are generally used as fuel. What is combustion? It is a chemical process in which substance burns in presence of air. Combustible substances are called fuels. We know the foremost condition required for combustion is air. Here is an activity to show that nothing can burn in absence of air. If you are having a burning candle and it is kept in a glass and glass is covered with a lid, so oxygen is not going inside, it will stop burning. Then comes ignition temperature. Ignition temperature is minimum temperature. It is optimum temperature at which a substance catches fire. The substances which can burn easily, those which are having low ignition temperature, are called inflammable substances like petrol, alcohol, LPG, CNG. They all are called inflammable substances as they can catch fire quickly. Then we are having necessary conditions required for combustion. First condition is fuel. If there is fuel, then only it can burn. Second thing is presence of air. Things will burn in presence of air. Third is heat. Heat is required to raise the temperature beyond ignition temperature. A substance will not burn without one or more of these conditions. Suppose anything is under fire and you want to stop that fire, then you can remove any condition out of these three, then it will stop burning. So we can control fire by removing any of the conditions out of these three, and we can cut off the supply of air, we can remove the fuel, then the substance will stop burning. So we can have different methods for controlling fire. First is by using water. If you are using water, in case you are having fire because of wood or paper, then we can put water on it. It should not have any electrical equipment. It should not have petrol or diesel under fire. Then you can't use water, because if you are using water in case of fire of petrol or diesel, then it will come on the upper surface and it will burn more frequently. Its fire will increase. So in case of electrical equipment, if you will use water, you can get a shock. So in case of wood or paper, if there is fire, if it is fire to any dry thing, then you can put water in it. Water will reduce its temperature and it will stop burning. Then we can use carbon dioxide. We know that carbon dioxide fire extinguishers were common in use in earlier times because carbon dioxide is heavier than air. So it will make a layer around the combustible substance. So oxygen will not come near the combustible material because carbon dioxide is heavier. So it will not let oxygen to come in contact with combustible material. It will not burn. So it can stop burning in that way. Then third method is dry powder method, which is not mentioned here. Dry powder can be used in all the three types of fire. That is common fire extinguisher, which you can find in our school, in our places, in and around. Then we are having types of combustion. First is rapid combustion. It is combustion of substances where things burns rapidly and it is producing heat and light with the help of external heat, like burning of LPG. Then spontaneous combustion. It is combustion where things burns itself, like phosphorus burns spontaneously at room temperature. Then comes explosions. Explosion means when suddenly things starts burning and it is producing heat, light and sound. Like crackers, they are producing different types of sounds and light. This is shown different types of combustion. First is rapid combustion, then spontaneous, then explosions. Then what is flame? It is zone of combustible material where you can see light. Like if you are having a wax candle, right? You are having a wax candle, see, this is part, this is wick. When you are burning it, this wick is getting energy and it is converting wax to wax vapors. See, these wax vapors are rising up, they are burning. These wax vapors are rising up, they are burning. These wax vapors are rising up, they are burning. So they are giving this shape to flame. Wax vapors, they are rising up, they are burning. Wax vapors, they are rising up, they are burning. So they are making a flame. This is structure of candle flame. Candle flame is having three major parts. First thing is you are having outermost zone which looks blue in color. It is hottest part. Then comes moderately hot zone. This is middle zone. It is yellow in color. Then you have least hot zone. It is black in color. It contains unburnt wax vapors in it. Structure of candle flame is divided into three parts: outer zone, middle zone, and inner zone. Outer zone where complete combustion of fuel take place. Color of flame is blue and it is hottest part of flame. It is non-luminous part of flame. Then comes middle zone. It is place where partial combustion of fuel take place. Color of this flame is yellow and it is moderately hot part of the flame. It is luminous part of the flame. Then comes inner zone. It is unburnt vapors of fuel. It is black in color and it is least hot part. Then you have different types of fuels. First is solid fuel. Solid, we are having wood, coal, charcoal. Then liquid fuels, kerosene, petrol, diesel. Then gaseous fuels like CNG, LPG, biogas, hydrogen. They are classified under the categories of physical classification of fuel. What should be the good characteristics of a fuel? Like we are using nowadays LPG as fuel. Why it was chosen? Why it is considered as a good fuel? As it is easily available, it is cheap, that we can afford it. It is easy to store and transport. Say if you are using cow dung as fuel, if you are using wood as fuel, you need much more space than you need for one cylinder of LPG. It burns at moderate rate and its fire can be controlled, like you can get the more flame or less flame depending upon the requirement. It produces large amount of heat and on burning it doesn't produce any kind of ashes and it doesn't cause pollution. Then comes the calorific value. It is amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel. Calorific value is written like kilojoule per kilogram, means how many kilojoules of energy are produced on burning 1 kg of fuel. Different fuels are having different calorific values and calorific value of hydrogen is highest amongst the different values given here. Then on burning of different substances, of different fuels, it gives you harmful effects. First is fuel like wood, coal, petroleum. On burning gives unburnt carbon particles, which are harmful for respiratory system. They can cause asthma. Incomplete combustion of fuel releases carbon monoxide gas, which is very poisonous gas, and it can cause death. So it is always advised that we should not keep the burning angithi or coal in a room because it can produce carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, when combines with blood hemoglobin, it forms carboxyhemoglobin, which is a silent killer. Then burning of fuel causes global warming. It is increasing the temperature of our surroundings. Then burning of coal. Coal is having sulfur as impurity. So sulfur, when burns in presence of oxygen, produces sulfur dioxide. Sulfur plus oxygen produces sulfur dioxide. Sulfur is present as impurity in coal. Vehicle emission also produces nitrogen dioxide. These sulfur dioxide, dioxide, when combines with rainwater, it is producing sulfuric acid and nitric acid, which is termed as acid rain. Acid rain spoils the soil, it spoils the materials, buildings which are made up of marble, like Taj Mahal is turning to yellow. That is because of marble cancer. It is getting corroded, right? So these are the harmful effects. Even crops, when they are getting acid rain, they are also getting damaged. That's all about this chapter. Thank you.